Kitchens where large amounts of food are prepared have a number of sinks, some for food preparation, some for pot and pan washing, and some for hand washing. It is essential that each sink be used for its unique purpose. By law, hand sinks must be conveniently located in or near restrooms, adjacent to food preparation areas, and wherever needed. The rules for hand sinks are accessible at all times, used only for hand washing, and equipped with warm water, soap, and sanitary hand drying facilities. These include single-use or disposable towels or a hot air dryer. Real big hand washing no-nos are putting something in front of a hand sink that blocks the access to the sink, washing hands in a food preparation sink, and drying hands on a towel used by anyone else or for any other purpose. Everyone knows how to wash their hands, right? You be the judge. Do these workers have clean hands? There's no dirt that we can see. Their hands look clean, and they feel clean. But are they clean enough to prepare food safely? The answer is probably not. Remember that bacteria are everywhere, on and in everything that is not sterile. Bacteria like to lodge in cracks and crevices and to hide under fingernails. Bacteria are tenacious and must be scrubbed out of their hiding places. And remember, too, that hands provide the warm, moist, non-acid environment in which bacteria thrive. Therefore, food handlers must be especially well trained in hand washing techniques. Here's how to achieve quality results in hand washing. First, go to a hand washing sink. Food handlers should be working without jewelry on their hands and arms. However, those whose wedding rings and wrist watches stay on while working should remove their wrist watches. If necessary, roll up your sleeves all the way to the elbow. Turn on warm water. Unless foot controls for the faucet are available, water will remain running while hands are being washed. Soak the hands well and work up a good lather. Work the suds over the backs of each hand, between the fingers, and over the wrists. Continue rubbing and lathering for at least 20 seconds. If a nail brush is available, use it to clean under and around fingernails. If one is not available, cup some lather in the palm of one hand and use it as a kind of dip for cleaning the fingertips of the opposite hand by moving the fingertips in small circular motions. Repeat this action with the other hand. After 20 seconds of lathering, rubbing, and scrubbing, rinse off under running water. The water should drain from the wrist area to the fingertips. Leave the water running unless the faucets are foot controlled. Use a single-use towel to dry off. Before disposing of the towel, use it to turn off the water, and, if exiting the restroom, to open the door. Don't recontaminate clean hands on a restroom door handle. Then dispose of the towel in the appropriate place. The hands are now squeaky clean until such time as they touch something that will recontaminate them. This brings us to the final part of this discussion: when to wash hands. Food handlers must always wash their hands before beginning food preparation and after any activity that might cause contamination. Here is a partial list of activities that can contaminate hands with bacteria and cause foodborne illness. Train yourself and teach food handlers always to wash hands after using the restroom, smoking, eating or drinking, coughing, sneezing, wiping, or blowing your nose, touching your mouth, nose, face, or hair, handling raw poultry and meat, fresh produce, cans, and packages of food, touching clothing and shoes or door handles of refrigerators, restrooms, offices, and broom closets, picking up something off the floor, handling money, soiled dishes and pans, sweeping and mopping the floor, and answering the telephone. Wash your hands thoroughly after working with raw food and before working on cooked food or food that will not be subjected to further heat treatment, such as sandwiches and salads. Gloves may keep the food handler's hands clean, but the food contact surfaces of gloves get just as dirty as hands would. Gloves can cause cross-contamination because they are just like hands. Therefore, the rule for gloves is to change them after any action that might cause contamination. Aprons are for protecting clothing, not for wiping soiled and wet hands. Similarly, the towel over the shoulder or tucked into the belt should never be used for wiping hands or food contact surfaces. Food particles wiped from hands to aprons and towels find nice, warm, moist conditions on the cloth in which to multiply. Every time subsequently that the towel or apron is in contact with the hands or food contact surfaces, they are recontaminated with another dose of bacteria. Learning the right hand-washing habit is an important step for all food handlers. Remember what people say about being too rich or too thin? Those who prepare food can never wash their hands too much